Oh, you know it's her lah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
because when the first message came up, right? So we were just like thinking, oh, it's just anyhow hantam. After that, there was another message. So there were like a total of like 4 or 5 messages that were posted up. So after the second message was posted onto our gate again, we felt that, it was getting a bit more serious.
Okay.
And so we decide, so I actually have a few spare, car cameras lying around, in-car camera.
Yes.
So I just, installed one behind my gate. So, it captured her lah.
Oh.
In that message. So I just, basically, all this information I just submitted to the police, and I just told them, this is, but, I mean, don't be a public nuisance lah. But if it continues, then we will actually really take legal action for public, nuisance. Otherwise, if the messages stop, then we will just let the case go, because we also don't really want to cause any trouble.
I see.
So after like the 4th or 5th message, then everything stopped already, because the rest of the messages were actually posted on the leaf landings at the leaf landings. So
With your unit number.
yeah, level and unit number. So that's when we started to say that, okay, never mind, if you really want to put it in a public space, then we will just let the police handle already. At first it was just on our unit. We can just close one eye.
Okay.
But once it started to go public, then we just let the police do their job lah.
I see. So you said there was a total of about 4 or 5 messages, of which how many were at your gate? How many was at the lift landing?
I think 3 was on our gate lah.
Okay.
Then I think, if I remember correctly, because that was like almost 1 year back already.
Okay.
So
understand.
But they were in quick succession lah.
Okay.
I mean, I can feel that she is very angry that, cigarette smoke is entering her flat. Not only her, but apparently according to one of the messages, her children were also affected by the cigarette smoke.
Okay.
And so were we. I mean, frankly speaking, so were we. But we didn't, take it to the neighbor downstairs to, say like, hey, come on, please stop smoking, kind of thing.
So did she ever say in the messages, right? Like, in what way were her children affected by that secondhand smoke?
My children, word for word, it is my children cannot breathe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So, yeah.
Okay, I see. So you were not the only unit that was singled out. There were quite a few that received that messages and was on different lift landings lah, right?
No. In the lift landing, we only saw our level and unit number.
But that's the lift landing at your level or downstairs?
Yeah, so they put it at our lift landing.
Okay.
On the level.
Okay.
So after that, so we didn't see whether, like another level. Yeah, correct. We didn't bother to go and see her, but it was already affecting her very badly lah.
Okay. So how did you know that other units in your block also received similar messages? Did you all talk to each other or?
No, it's just that sometimes we just go and see, then after that, because the messages were actually using like scotch tape to tape on which isn't very sticky, and somewhat in our high crosswind environment, it tends to get flown around. It tends to get detached very easily. So sometimes we just walk past, there's a message, and then we just picked it up to read it lah. Yeah. Same content, different level, different unit.
So
she
it got
basically
blown.
identified one stack only. She identified only one stack, and then she just went any one below her.
I see. She probably just stuck on all the
suspect one lah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see, understand.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So,
how did you feel about that interaction with her, the face-to-face interaction with her earlier last year, right? That was before all these messages came about. But after how did you feel about her coming down to chat with you at that time?
I told her if it really affected her, please, be upfront to talk to the party about it. I mean, of course, if the other party is not receptive, then there's nothing that, she can do about it. Because she also like quizzed me whether my next door neighbor actually does smoke, which, I just told them no, they don't smoke. The only smoker is me. So, I mean, if it's coming from my level, then that would be me lah. So, I mean, I also own up to the fact that, I don't want my neighbors to just get into trouble for something that they did not do. But, so I basically, we had a pretty good conversation after that. I asked her like, where did she smell the cigarette smoke coming from? And she told me, it was from like the living room windows and stuff like that. So I told her, if it's that, it's not coming from our level because same thing like I don't smoke in home, so there's no way that the cigarette smoke can go out of the living room windows.
Yeah.
So I told her like if you can identify where the cigarette smoke comes from, that would be more helpful. But if you are not able to identify it's a general smell around the area, then that's gonna be even more difficult. So I also asked her like, we also had a chat lah, like, having the door open, will it help to disperse the cigarette smoke, or will it actually, on the contrary, let more cigarette smoke into the house?
Yeah.
So all this depends on wind conditions and not something that either of us can control lah. So I just told her if you really want to eliminate, then you might want to consider investing in air purifier, close the windows and door, something like that. Keep yourself in a sealed environment, but that's not a feasible idea lah.
Okay, so you did have that chat with her. How did it make you feel that the neighbor came to have a chat with you? Did you have any thoughts about it or any
not particularly in that case. How did it make me feel? I mean, I just felt like she was just more at first she was just angry lah. When we first approached. So thereafter, after she found out that, it wasn't like me that was blowing smoke in the earlier hour. And she was like, oh, okay, more calm. And thereafter, it was more cordial lah. So it actually didn't really have much more, I didn't really put much more thought into it, thinking that she would actually take matters into her own hands to resolve the situation like that. I actually thought it ended on a pretty good note.
Sorry, give me a second.
No worries.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so I actually thought the conversation ended pretty well lah.
Okay, got it. How does your wife feel about your smoking habit? Has she ever had a conversation with you about it?
Yeah lah, that one, because she doesn't smoke, so she just tells me, like, smoking has a lot of germs, smelly, let's see, not healthy, just to keep it at 0. Yeah, so I'm trying to head for that direction, trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when she chats with you about it, how do you feel?
How do I feel? Maybe I'm not a smart person. But I also don't feel anything. I mean, I just tell her, I'm aware, so I'm just trying to keep it as low as possible. And then that's when the lowest is 0.